So we are about to do our main meal prep for the week. We typically do a big one on Monday, and then on Thursday we will do a much smaller one with like the extra veggies and stuff that we need or anything we need for dinners Thursday through the weekend. Are you excited? And then while we are doing our meal prep, and you can hear it already in the background, I'm trying to talk over it, we are watching A Week Away. This is one of Glory's favorite movies. So we're gonna watch that, dance around the kitchen as we are doing our cleaning and our cooking and all the different things. So yeah, this is our Monday morning start to our homeschool.
Now keep in mind, this is just a highlight. We're not showing you everything that we're doing every day in our homeschool. But one really fun thing that we got to do today was our diamond painting while we were doing our Bible lesson.
So we did a countdown to 2025 today. And so these were counting backwards from 10, just some favorites from the year. Her favorite memory was getting a fish. Her favorite hobby is cooking. Favorite movie we saw this year was Wicked. Favorite song was Gobble Gobble. Favorite thing that she studied was Slumu, which was technically a field trip, but I absolutely count that as school. Favorite book was Best Wishes. Favorite gift she received was her Stanley and her tablet. Favorite food is stuffed crust pizza. Favorite place she visited this year is Washington, D.C., and her favorite holiday activity was trick-or-treating.
She typically starts every day in her bed doing her journaling and devotions, or she will start on her beanbag. Today, she's starting in bed. Not super happy that she had to wake up this morning. We are a little bit more awake now, and we just finished our writing assignment for our co-op class on Friday. Glory loves Canva, so while this was just a writing assignment, we do have the freedom to kind of do extra if we want to. She really wanted to make some designs to go along with it, so she turned it into more of a little book. After finishing our regular math assignment, it is time to play some math games. So this first one is a rounding game. You literally just roll the 3 dice, put them in order, and then you can round up or down, doesn't matter, and you cross off numbers on your side of the board. The first person to cross off all the numbers on their side of the board is the winner. And then the second math game is just a roll and cover game. So you roll 2 dice, multiply, and then put an X over the product. Whoever has the most X's at the end is the winner. Once the core 4 is done, it's time to turn to our wheel to decide what loop subjects we'll be doing next. First up is social emotional learning. I will have this linked down in the description area. It is one of our favorite loop subjects. We're starting by reading a little spot of emotions while she's doing her diamond painting. And then we're going to sit down and we are going to talk about what emotions fit into each category. So for example, sadness is blue, but there are multiple different types of sadness or types of emotions that would fit in the sadness category. We have love, anger, pride, or I think actually confidence is orange, happy or joyful, anxiety, and peaceful. So we're talking about all the different emotions that fit inside each of those categories and seeing if we can identify which ones go where. Also in our SEL category is our generous thinking book. So we're going to read this book and do some of the conversation starters. It's Wednesday. I'm unfortunately not feeling super well today. We also have a meeting at the church, my husband and I. So she is starting by doing some thank you cards from Christmas, focusing on a lot of different writing. And then when we get home, I'll have her do a couple of winter type school activities, and then we'll probably call it quits for today. So we completed this page. It's God's given us many talents, and then write down 4 talents that you have and how you can use them for Him in 2025. And so these gifts were the same before she colored them. I don't think she understood that part, which is perfectly fine. But she's supposed to write down a talent and then in the matching gift box, how she can use that for God. So she wrote down baking. Yes, I know it's spelled wrong. And then baking and putting a track in it and like delivering it around town. Drawing, she can make cards for people using that talent. Singing, she can put singing on stage, and this she's talking about in junior church, like helping the junior church leader lead singing. And then she's good with kids, good with kinds, she's good with kids, and that would be volunteering. So that's either in junior church, nursery, 4 and 5-year-old class. Like she likes to work in the different church departments. So with this one, she is picking one of the problems, and then she needed to solve the problem and brainstorm how to fix it for next time.
So she picked the baking with mom. Johnny loves baking with his mom. Today they're making a delicious apple pie. After peeling and cutting the apples, Johnny's mom realizes she's out of sugar. What are their options? So the problem is, she wrote down the problem. The supplies that she needs to help fix the problem is a car and dollars. And then how she would help is she would tell them they needed to go to Walmart. They need to get sugar, and then they need to pay for it and go home. And then how can the problem be avoided next time? They need to check and make sure they have sugar before they start cooking.
Now, all of the winter activities that I have shown you guys, and I'll continue showing over the next few weeks, including the math games and the different art projects and everything we're going to be doing this month, come in the Homeschool Made Fun Academy for January. So this is linked down in the description area. You can get your first month for free. And it is something that a lot of kids look forward to doing, and parents love that they are print and go. There's usually not any prep work for these. Starting with our journaling and devotions again this morning. And then while we do math every single day, today was something I wanted to actually show you guys. I really love the Good and the Beautiful curriculum for math and for language arts. We are going over the perimeters and the area, specifically when it comes to triangles today. They do a great job of not only explaining the lesson to the kids, but also just bringing it to life. And it's not super repetitive, but it's repetitive enough that they're understanding the concept. Then for science, we've been working on weather. So she is writing a weather video, or producing a weather video on when you should visit Disney according to what the weather is like. So today we filmed the Christmas portion of visiting Disney. And then she got Wheel of Fortune for Christmas. She was super excited to get to play it today. This is great for some spelling practice, some language arts practice, some just overall critical thinking. Now, we did really well up until the third round. I don't know what this was. We could not get it. Hers, I thought for sure she would get. It literally is sharpening my pencil. She could not get that 2-letter word because all of her vowels were already used. Now, mine, I kept guessing and couldn't get any of the letters correct. So, I don't know. Would y'all have been able to tell by this clue? Overall, she won. She did very well at this game. Friday morning, we packed everything up for co-op. She has her writing project. I bound it this morning. We have muffins made. We have the teacups. We're having a tea party because we're talking about the Boston Tea Party. And then we got a notification about 30 minutes before time to leave that they actually canceled everything. Like pretty much the whole town canceled everything because it snowed. Now, it didn't snow a whole lot compared to back home, but it did snow for the south. They don't have like the salt and stuff on the roads like what we're used to. So it is a lot more dangerous here when they get any kind of snow or freezing rain. So everything got canceled, which means we just kind of chilled and had a snow day to end our school week.